Hey, what's up guys? It's Luana and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Hollister, as you can see by the title. I'm super excited to be talking about this topic because it's been super requested, one, and also because it's going to help a lot of people who are interested in applying or getting a job there. So basically what I'm going to be talking about in this video is going to be the application process. Where do you apply? How do you apply? Also, after you apply, you have to do an interview. What is the interview like? What questions are asked? And then after that, just a simple, review of how it is to work there. What is the environment like? What are the dress codes? Etc. and etc. So let's just get right into it. And again, I want to apologize for the birds. I really can't do anything about them. Alright, so how you begin your application for Hollister. Number one, you do not need a resume. All you need to do is go to their website or visit in-store and ask one of the managers for more information on how to apply if you would like. But mostly, managers will just tell you to apply online at this website that I will link down below in the description box. It's super easy. It'll ask you what days you can work. If you don't know yet, you can just leave it blank and then move on. It'll ask for social security number. It'll ask for if you can work legally in the United States, if you're a resident, if you're a citizen, and I think that's mainly it. It will also ask you to book an interview. And the way the website gives it to you, I think it's like you choose one of the days that are available for the store that you're applying to, and then you choose the time. Alright, so now moving on to the interview process. Once you have already booked your interview, you'll have to be checking your email for a confirmation just in case, but it's an automatic confirmation, so it's not like the managers actually wrote the email for you. On the day of, they do not, call you. You have to be responsible and just show up yourself. Once you get in, all I remember was going in, talking to one of the managers, and they told me to wait outside the store with a group of people. So Hollister does their interviews in a group setting, and each person that's getting interviewed has the same question, and basically one of the managers will kind of make you sign this list thing with your name, and then once you signed, they will choose the order in which you get questioned. So in my case, I was the very first person to get questioned for every single answer, and every single question was the same for everyone. So I had no time to think of an actual response for the answer, and everyone else did. But I think it gave me the advantage since I can, answer quickly and think of something super fast. I just said fast a lot. But I think that's mainly what they were trying to look for, people who could think on the spot and have different answers to what you're being asked. Another thing is, don't say something that a person already said before. If they ask you, what's your favorite store to shop at and what do you buy usually? And someone said, oh, H&M and my favorite is a romper. Don't say the same thing that the person said. Make it more unique. Be like, I love Urban Outfitters because their clothes are super authentic and beautiful. Something like that. Just, kind of lean it towards Hollister. Don't say other brands as well. Don't wear clothing that has brands on your first day, basically, of your interview, because managers look at that so hardcore because you're working for Hollister. And if you're wearing Chanel or I don't know what other brand, Aeropostale, and your shirt is Aeropostale and your pants are I don't know, Da Vinci or something, they will look at you and be like, will this person be able to keep up with the aesthetic of Hollister? Also, Hollister changed their dress codes, so now their dress codes are more like lenient. You can wear whatever clothes you like. It doesn't have to be Hollister clothes. Just make sure that they don't have another brand, and that's it. Basically, like, you can wear what I'm wearing, which is like a jeans and a t-shirt, and you're fine. What's the other stuff? What's the other tea? Okay, so after they choose the order for the interview and they ask you the questions, which I have some of the questions that they asked me, and I'll give you my answers to them as well. They'll basically, you know, just tell you, oh, thanks for coming. We'll get in touch with you like in a week or so if you got the job. That being said, I got contacted not even 24 hours later. So I did something right. So now I'm going to read you my Hollister interview questions. The first one is that they start by asking you, what's your name? What is a hobby that you like? And so I was like, and try to address it towards the group as well, not only the manager. So I was like, hi, my name is Luana Montez. I'm a 12th grader and I really love to do archery and paint, like something like that. And then moved on to the next person. They told their name, they asked for their hobbies, blah blah blah, until like the whole row was finished. There was about 14 people in my interview, and that is actually a very big group. Usually they have 5 to 6 people, but for some reason in mine it was like insane. Second question is, if there were a customer who walked into the store and had no idea what to buy, what would you do? So I said that, you know, I'd ask them what is their type of style, what are they like trying to buy, like is it jeans, is it pants, is it a blouse, is it a dress, what's their aesthetic, and then just kind of like, you know, by their answers to the questions that I asked, I would kind of like pick and choose out of different sections of the store and kind of make these little outfits for them, and then see which one they like the most. From that, kind of base my other outfits around the one that they chose, and then just discard the rest. I think the manager was very pleased with my answer, and especially since it was the first answer that she heard from the group, so she was like, and she wrote it down in her little chart thing. The third question they asked was, when was the last time you talked to a stranger and what did you do? So I basically talked about how before the interview I had to catch a bus from my house to the mall, and there was this nice little old lady who was sitting right next to me, and she only spoke Spanish. You know, she was completely lost, didn't know where she was going, so she asked me for help, like to get to the place that she needed to be. So I helped her out, and then at the end, after I helped her, she was very happy that she got to where she was, and like she just texted me later like, thank you, and that's basically what I said. I know I'm like, I'm such a like, I'm bad at answering questions, especially when I have pressure, so my answers were pretty whack, but I got the job, so they saw something in me. The fourth question is, tell me about a time when you had to work with a diverse group of people. So Hollister is trying to enforce diversity now, a lot of it. So what I said was that in my school, there is sometimes like so many people from different areas of Florida come together, and then we just implement everyone else's like, you know, opinion and ideas to create this like nice big idea, especially when it comes to like group projects or, you know, art stuff, since I do go to an art school. So I just said that, and you know, it was unique because everyone else was like, oh, you know, I went to youth camp and we all did a camp thing together, and it was just like, okay, why are you guys repeating each other's thing or whatever. The fifth and last question was, how is your style and what person do you look up to for trends and has a similar style as you? So I looked at this and I was like, well, I was like, damn, I have no idea right now. Like, my mind was blank. And then I literally BS'd my answer. So I said Selena Gomez because of her simplicity, but also like her natural beauty comes out more when she wears these simple clothings. So I said that I usually stick to the basics, so I try to stay color blocked. So maybe like what I'm wearing, which is basically just an orange top, and my jeans are basically like this light blue, and then I'll match my socks or my, well, since my socks are orange and gray, and I'll just try to match my shoes or my socks based on like what I'm wearing as well. So it's all like simple and like color matched, and that's what Selena Gomez kind of does with her clothing as well. Like, she matches either a top with the shoes or the jeans with her earrings or something like that. So yeah, those are the 5 questions for the interview. So now, after you completed the interview process, you're basically going to have to wait. And like I said, I waited 24 hours and I got a call. And they were like, oh, you got hired, come in Monday and we'll start work. So it was a pretty fast response. And I went to work on Monday. Everyone was super nice. The environment at Hollister is very welcoming, especially with your coworkers. Everyone cares about you. Everyone wants to see you succeed. Nobody wants to see you fail or like feel miserable. Everyone tries to like, you know, be genuinely nice to you, kind of like give you that push that you need, especially when it comes to like talking to customers. Some people get really scared and it's their first time in retail. Like, it's my first time getting a job and it's in retail and it's about talking to customers. Even though I don't have like shyness problems, I do sometimes get like a bit awkward for coming up to someone, just be like, so what are you looking for today? Can I help you? Please. Even though I don't do that. And I always start with open-ended questions, and that way the customer can get more like, you know, chill with me, and then they can start talking more and be more open. But yeah, like, it just takes a while to break over that shell of like nervousness of the 2 weeks, I guess. After that, you basically become a family with your coworkers. The managers are amazing and super sweet. I'm not saying that all managers are gonna be like that in every single store, but I feel like majority of them are gonna treat you like you're their child. And it's super nice. And there's one specific manager that I love her to death. She's super nice, super sweet. She was the one that did my interview for me. And so far, working at Hollister for my 2 months has been a very like learning experience wise, but also, you know, it's like you're building another family. So I have, you know, a nice school family. Now I have a job family, which is pretty awesome. And you get to see a bunch of like cool people every day, help customers, and the work is not that hard. Just, you know, do your best and try your hardest and you'll be fine. Show that you give effort as well, and come in on time. So try to come, you know, early or at least on time, and just be nice. And honestly, I feel like I did the right choice by choosing Hollister as my first job, because it's all about learning there, and people are always there to kind of show you the ways, learn new things, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you are going to apply for Hollister, comment down below and tell me how it went in your interview, and also if you got the job, as well as, you know, subscribe to my channel and like this video. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you.